If you're interested in learning about a playwright who created a body of work that told the story of the Black experience and helped to launch the careers of several famous Black actors and actresses, then my August Wilson Black History Short is for you. Hi, and thank you for tuning in to Noir Histoire. I'm Natasha, and in this episode, I'll be sharing what I've learned about August Wilson. He was born Frederick August Kittle on April 27, 1945, and died on October 2, 2005. He's a notable playwright. His nationality is American. Frederick August Kittle was born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, to a white German immigrant father, Frederick August Kittle, and a Black American mother, Daisy Wilson. For part of Kittle's childhood, his family lived in the Hill District, a buzzing, predominantly Black neighborhood. When Kittle's parents divorced, he and his 5 siblings remained with their mother, while their father became fairly absent from their lives. Some sources state that the elder Kittle had a quick temper and drank to excess. Kittle's mother remarried to David Beckford, a Black man, and the family moved to Hazelwood, a nearby suburb that was mostly white. Despite living in the North, this was still the 1950s, so the family had to contend with a great deal of harassment. Initially attending a Roman Catholic high school, ill treatment from his classmates would eventually force him to leave the school, but similar hostility would result in him transferring twice more during his freshman year of high school. The harassment reached a boiling point, and Kittle eventually dropped out of school when a teacher accused him of plagiarizing a paper. Yet he continued his education independently and obtained a high school diploma by studying and reading on his own at the Carnegie Library of Pittsburgh. He also spent time back in the Hill District, where he hanged around the neighborhood and soaked up knowledge from the residents. Kittle enlisted in the U.S. Army in 1962 with plans to serve for 3 years, but ended up leaving after only 1 year. Back at home, he supported himself by working a variety of odd jobs. The course of his life would change dramatically in 1965. His sister paid him $20 to write her term paper. He then used that money to buy his first typewriter and decided that he would become a poet. Around this time, Kittle's father passed away and he stopped using his birth name. Instead, he combined his middle name with his mother's surname to create August Wilson, the name under which he would write. August Wilson would spend a little over a decade focused primarily on writing poems and short stories while achieving little success. But influenced by the growing Black Power movement of the 1960s, the Black arts movement would inspire Wilson and fellow writers, artists, and educators to create the Center Avenue Poets Theater Workshop. The workshop introduced Wilson to Rob Penny, and the two would become longtime collaborators. They also co-founded the Black Horizon Theater, a Black nationalist theater based in the Hill District. Within the theater company, Penny functioned as the playwright in residence, while Wilson worked as the resident director, having taught himself from a book borrowed from the library. The theater company did not actually have a theater, so instead staged performances in local school auditoriums. In the mid-1970s, the theater company was dissolved, and Wilson relocated to St. Paul, Minnesota in 1978 for a job where he was tasked with adapting Native American folktales into children's plays. The project allowed him to build confidence in his abilities as a playwright, but far away from home, he missed the sights, sounds, people, and activity that was the Hill District. To ease his homesickness, he made another attempt at writing plays, but this time he set the stories in the Hill District and channeled the neighborhood vibe in writing about the place and its people. Beginning in the late 1970s with his first play, Jitney, Wilson would complete a new play about every 2 years. His plays, which focused on different facets of the Black experience, would go on to be produced for the stage, and several would win awards and be adapted for film. Wilson created a connection through his plays, where they were mostly set in the Hill District. The planned main body of his work would consist of 10 plays, with each representing a different decade of the 20th century. Wilson's legacy consists of a body of work that told the story of the Black experience through plays. His contributions were significant because he was a Black playwright, writing Black characters at a time when this was not the norm. Lloyd Richards, the famed Black artistic director of the Yale Repertory Theater, directed his first 6 plays on Broadway, and his plays provided early career opportunities for actors and actresses such as Angela Bassett, Charles S. Dutton, Viola Davis, Delroy Lindo, Courtney B. Vance, Lawrence Fishburne, Samuel L. Jackson, and Ruben Santiago, and that's just to name a few. August Wilson died on October 2, 2005 from liver cancer. He had been married 3 times, divorced twice, and had 2 daughters. Show notes and sources are available on the Noir Histoire website via the link in the episode description. At present, I'm working on creating downloadables and infographics to make the episodes easier to teach and discuss. So keep an eye on the website because that's going to be coming soon. At present, these Black History shorts are released every Tuesday. So if you enjoyed this episode and want more, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, and check out my Black History shorts playlist.